Hi there. My name is Sarah Flores, and I'm a BA theater student at Florida State University, specializing in performance.
Take a break. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate.
Most recently, I was in FSU's production of In the Heights as Daniela, but I definitely have my fair share of experience in plays and musicals. I also have some background in stage management. I'm not gonna lie, having to take class online these past 2 semesters has been really hard, but despite feeling like this most of the time, I think I still managed to learn some things. Alan Menken's The Hunchback of Notre is a stage musical adaptation of Victor Hugo's French language novel of the same name, with music from the 1996 animated Disney film. Today we'll be focusing on Paper Mill Playhouse's 2015 production. Let's start with costuming. The costumes in this production take quite a bit of inspo from the animated film's color palettes and silhouettes. Esmeralda wears a blue corset top and long purple skirt for most of the show. This outfit and her scandalous red Feast of Fools dress are stylized adaptations from her animated counterpart. The production took a unique approach to Quasimodo's design. He still wears a green tunic and dark khaki pants, reminiscent of the animation, but his disfigurement is achieved through smudged face makeup that the actor applies himself during the opening song, and a back pad that he straps onto his chest under the tunic. Claude Frollo's costume design strays a bit away from the animation, seemingly more influenced by what would have been his actual dress in 15th century France as an archdeacon of the church. Similarly, Captain Phoebus's color palette is toned down to a more realistic black and silver uniform. Props and set design. The main setting for this show is the interior of the Notre Dame Cathedral, with a few scenes taking place in outdoor spaces. Because of this, Paper Mill went with a stationary set, replicating many of the real cathedral's most iconic and recognizable architectural designs. These include the black and white checkered floors, the rose window, and the huge functional bells that are suspended from the fly system. Seriously, these bells are insane. The wooden scaffolding that makes up most of the set had to be perfectly sized to hold a large cathedral choir and still be usable by the rest of the cast. The movable set pieces, like the Feast of Fools stage and the balcony railings, are made from the same wooden material, creating visual unity between all of the pieces that denote different settings. Most of the props used in this show also include practical effects, most notably the torches and candles. Obviously, having real fire present on stage is a hazard, but with the proper safety training, it adds a unique level of authenticity to the entire show. Sound and lights. Being a musical, the sound design of this show includes the orchestra, the ensemble and leading cast members' microphones, and, unique to Hunchback, a large mic'd choir that sings along with the rest of the cast. The most important part of this design is unity and balance. Being able to hear all of the voice parts in the choir at equal levels and having individual solos stand out from that balance. The lighting in this show is generally dim and cool-toned, with a lot of emphasis on blue and purple-toned washes. This not only mirrors Esmeralda's color palette, but also makes the switch to red lights during Hellfire and the finale much more jarring and visibly impactful. So, what would it be like to stage manage this show? Just kidding. Harry Robson stage managed a production of Hunchback at the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama, where he says it was a, quote, really collaborative project working with different departments. In a show with such a large stage presence, constant costume changes, and props cycling on and off stage, the role of the stage manager takes on a different layer, beyond cue calling and safety monitoring. They act as the liaison between all of the technical departments and the cast, making the entire show a true team effort. As a performer, I tend to look at shows through the lens of the performance, judging actors on their abilities and using that as a gauge for how enjoyable or cohesive the experience is. However, my judgment has always subconsciously included the technical design of the show, and now I can see where the cast and crew have come together to create the final product we see on stage. Hunchback uses their design to their advantage, creating an immersive experience through which they're able to blend together the original, darker storyline and beloved Disney elements, and still create a new piece of art that leaves the audience awed.